So, after completing the weekly reading, I selected my 2 quests from the list of the 4 quests we had. One of the quests I chose was rearranging my creative space. That one was just simply called creative space. So the instructions were to create my creative space and either take a before and after picture or create a time-lapse video. I'm not really big on time-lapse videos personally, so I just did a before and after picture, which here they are. Before and after. All right, cool. So, my creative space is kind of like just some thrown together stuff, but I still looked at it this morning after the reading and was like, okay, well, I can kind of still clean this up. So, I did just that, cleaned it up a bit, got everything squared away. Now I feel better about it. So after that, quest 3 was the next quest that I selected. That was the passion project. The instructions for that were to engage in my favorite play activity and then followed up with working on a passion project, something creative. The play and passion project must be different. I took that to mean I couldn't go play around on my piano for an hour and then try to compose new music because that would kind of negate the play and then passion project portion being different. So what I chose to do is I'm a really big Call of Duty player. I play Blackout with a few friends quite often. Today we played about 3 rounds and won one. That's always fun for me. So after doing that, I then composed a new hip hop style instrumental. I think it was pretty cool. There was a question that we were asked to answer, which I'm going to put that here. So my answer to that question is, in the reading, I found time batching to be a pretty cool concept. Like I kind of immediately applied it to my own life, along with the new knowledge of how the human mind works when that pertains to breaks. Breaks being very important, your attention span not really lasting more than about an hour and a half to 2 hours anyway. When you think about it, it makes a lot of sense because most like full-time jobs where you work 8 or 10 or 12-hour shifts, about every 2 hours you get a break, whether it's a 15-minute paid break or a 30-minute unpaid lunch break or an hour lunch break. But you typically get something about every 2 hours, even to the point where I worked a 13-hour shift before where they broke our lunches up. We had a 30-minute paid lunch period. We got there at about 7, so that was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then another 30-minute lunch break about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And that second lunch break was kind of more like a dinner break. But, you know, the concept was they gave us breaks every 2 hours. I remember we had 3 paid breaks. And every schedule where I was working at that call center had 3 paid breaks for a 10-hour or longer shift. So that was kind of the way the company chose to offset it. And that really worked out for a lot of people's benefits. So, yeah. The next question was explain how completing these quests sparked creativity for me. So, I'm going to put that question here. And my answer to that is, after completing both quests, first cleaning my creative area, then playing my Xbox, I was actually able to create a new instrumental with the help of Logic Pro and FL Studio 20, which I'm very familiar with. I've been using that program for over 10 years. I've actually used original sounds in this instrumental that I created today. I think it's a pretty cool hip-hop sound. I kind of listened to it for about an hour after I finished it. So I'm going to give you guys a snippet of it. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, so I'm just going to play a snippet of it here. So during the reading, we were asked 3 questions, and I kind of wanted to answer them here at the end of this video. So the first question was, what games or activities did you enjoy as a child? For me, it was hide and seek, laser tag, or Nerf gun wars in general. I was really big into basketball, and I like to wrestle with my siblings and cousins. Of course, video games and practicing instruments fell in there as well. The next question was, did these games or activities have anything in common? I would say yes. Most of the activities were active activity games. But even when you talk about music and video games, those are more cognitive. So, like, either I like to be really active or I like to think a lot. The next question is, what kind of skills did they require? That's another one that's kind of easy. Hide and seek, decision making. Then you get the laser tag and Nerf gun wars. They kind of combine the decision making with aiming accuracy. Then you translate the accuracy into basketball. Wrestling was good for balance, which basketball, you need balance. You need to kind of be able to control your body, muscle memory. Wrestling was the same. Video games, hand-eye coordination, muscle memory. Music, the same thing, muscle memory, hand-eye coordination. With music and video games, you kind of learn how to control each hand separately, especially when you're a pianist or, playing like first-person shooter games. I'd even take it to sports games with the way some of the new player engines have been moving, like the way they've been moving. Like Madden, you use the analog sticks for a lot of moves. 2K, NBA 2K, you can do a lot of dribble moves with the analog sticks as well. So I'd even take it as far to say that you're learning a lot more hand-eye coordination with video games than you ever have. So yeah, that was basically my discussion post for this week. I look forward to hearing from other people as well, and got you guys with more information as we learn it.